of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Traquan Smith.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
The pass.
And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
The third.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
48-yard line.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Sean Bunting on
the numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 67 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To Josh Hill.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Saints nothing.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now third.
Drop to throw.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run with Hines, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
5 yards.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 8.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Buying time to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. First, we often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
They'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard.
Pardon me, sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
The tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Saints.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
3rd and 6.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If the points result, we'll call this play significant.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. And he knocks it through. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot, get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Vita Vea in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is not.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the pickup. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
David, the quarterback.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Orleans.
Touchdown.
Josh Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brought down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is Harris. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 8, 54 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down, New Orleans.
back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Levante David in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that.